Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Bringing Back Basic Gray. It's a collaboration with Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube and Stampin' Cat on Instagram. The links are down below. Years ago, Basic Gray made like mixed media kind of artsy papers. Before that was cool. There wasn't the variety that there is now. Now they only make fabric. They have switched. So I went from bright colors to fall in a heartbeat. I just opened up the bin and said, what am I gonna make? I have black and white on the cover. This journal's not done, and I'll tell you about that, but I might change the cover. If you're super picky about your stitching and you sew, the tension setting on this and the way it came together probably give you a heart attack, so you couldn't buy this journal. It's messy and I love it. Then on the inside, I have a mixed media pocket that my friend Andrea made. I didn't have fall stuff out, so we just looked through what she had open and what I had open. And when I dig into fall, I don't know if I'll do it for next month or if I'll set this aside and we'll come back to it later. I will add gratitude, grateful, maybe some leaves. I'm not feeling the pumpkins for this. It's very artsy. It won't be a cutesy journal. If you like it the way it is, speak up. $26 all in, shipped in the US, and I won't mess it up for you. But if you're just curious to see how it develops, stick around and then maybe you'll like it when I consider it done. So I have this and then a tea-dyed thick card piece here and striped paper that you could put something on, or I could put something on, and pockets. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. I did have some great inspirational quotes and some neutral foliage, so I used that. And then they're still blank on the back. I think I will probably stamp some fallish things. Here's a tag that's fallish colors, and I added a bit of this green, which I really love with the paper. Then here, pickup. I had a pickup and it's a tuck spot. I just don't have anything in it yet. And a card here, and quite a few of these cards have quotes stamped on the back. Joy, because you know I have to have some joy. And again, it's a tuck spot, so I'll bring in more paper. This is the advertisement, the paper pack front cover. It's thinner than the rest, but I liked it. I would probably cover up the red just to knock it back a bit, but then I added red, you'll see. And then I tore and inked the edge for variety. Just beautiful paper. Living your best life. I thought that was a fun embellishment. And I just dug around and came up with these different things. Never stop dreaming. Dream big. And then there's a tag here, and we have 2 envelopes here. I don't have anything in them yet, but I probably would add some. Persistence trumps talent and looks every time. That's probably good for when you're thinking about your life and gratitude and working hard. Nice foliage and fall colors. And then you can see I've stamped some script to really add even more to the basic gray modeling. A lot of them look like gel prints. Today is full of possibilities. That's a Tim Holtz chipboard piece, and I tore off a bunch of layers so it's not so thick. This, I was thinking I could put a bunch of embellishments in. And then this one says, one smile can lift a spirit and change a life. That kind of helps with the gratitude, I think. Today I choose joy, and we have a tag right there. If you want to put textiles in your tags and keep them thin, a little loop of embroidery floss is a fabulous way to do it. I have embroidery floss in a lot of colors, and so sometimes I'll go back and I'll add a bunch. Sometimes I get lucky and I had a bunch of strings on the counter or whatever that work, but you can put a loop through there and it won't be bulky if you don't like big knots of stuff. This is also a tuck spot. It was a scrap and I just thought, let's do it. Tore it, inked the edge. A little tuck pocket. These are those folded pockets I love. And stuff in the pocket and here, and the edges are inked. And then when I was going through my little bins, I actually had a leaf, a pressed leaf in June in a box. So I glued it on. I used art glitter glue and put a tiny bit on as much of it as I could, including the stem. I don't know that it's gonna hold up long term, but it's pretty cool. and it just adds that natural fall feeling to the journal. If you want cheap embellishments, go out on a fall day and put some things in books and then use them later. The years tell us much that the days never knew. That's good for when you're thinking about things. And an envelope to put stuff in. And I would decorate all these pockets, and in different ways. Maybe on this one I would cover up the white, but on this one, if I loved the paper, maybe I'd just put a tiny sentiment down here. I don't have a formula. Here I added a sticker that plays up the circles on this page. The principal business of life is to enjoy it. Samuel Butler. That seems pretty great for a gratitude journal. And then in the back, I have a pocket. This is a pocket. This is the tuck spot. And I've just put a couple embellishments in there. So you can see, great start, but I wouldn't call it done. I haven't really thought about a closure for it. I don't know. It's kind of a messy, fun thing. So maybe a green strip of fabric, maybe something like this that you tie it closed with would be fun. I might add some brown. I was toying with the idea of putting rub-ons on here, but I only had black and white rub-on. I couldn't find any brown ones that I liked, except for ones that look like coffee spills. So I was kind of thinking like right in here, and little touches of brown might be fun. I did ink. Can you see? The edge is inked just a little bit brown. Oops, it could use a little more right there. That's too white for me. And the spine cracked a tiny bit. So I thought about putting lace or something, but I don't know that I will. I don't think it's a structural issue, and it doesn't feel like a lacy journal to me. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out our friends. As far as what I have coming up, I'm going to smash this small pad, make a super cute book. So far, it only exists in my mind. And I will definitely have a video for you this Friday. I think it's going to be the 4th in the paper gift series. My friend gave me all that paper. So I think that's going to be Friday the 21st. It'll be the 4th and last video in that series. And I am taking time off this week. It is fabulous. So I don't know what other videos I'll have for you, but I'll be making messes. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking great care of yourselves and making time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.